What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kiara, and I am back with another video. Alright, so this is going to be another book review. As y'all can tell already, I am really getting into it. This is my third book in 2 weeks. No, not 2 weeks. But third book in 2 weeks. And it's getting bad. Bad in a good way though, because I have this book. On average, I'll finish a book in about 2 to 3 days. If I just constantly, every time I get a little free time, I pop it open, read a chapter or two, boom. Average 2 to 3 day read through, like from start to finish, 2 to 3 days max. If I'm reading with somebody, about a week, because I'm adjusting to their speed. But for the most part, I've been reading about a book a week, a book every 4 days or something like that. I'm getting into it. But as you can see, this is going to be a book review. I'm going to toggle between book and movie reviews, but book reviews, I ain't going to hold just a little easier because it's fresh on my mind. And reading, you're not on your phone. You can't do something else while you're reading. Your attention has to be on that book. So book reviews are easier for me in a sense. But enough about me. Let's get into it. Y'all want to know about the book. Let's get into it. So before I get into it, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. Cause I know y'all want to support your girl. And without further ado, let's get into this book review. This book is, as y'all can see, this book is called The Scammer by Tiffany Jackson. Name sound familiar? It should, because I did a review on the last book I read, allegedly by the same author. So, as y'all can see, I'm kind of getting into it. And she's black. I gotta support my women's and my skin folk. So this book was really interesting, not only because it was based at a HBCU. I didn't personally go to a HBCU, but it takes place at a HBCU. It's black. Let me tell you something. Love me a book with black people in it. Not to say I don't like other books, but I just go towards books made by, people like me a little more. But nevertheless, I'm going to give y'all a synopsis, a summary before we get into the spoilers. Because this will be a spoiler book review. So don't ever think that's not going to be a thing. So I'm going to give y'all a synopsis. So Jordan is the main character. She is going to a HBCU in DC. She makes some friends. Out of nowhere, one of her friends' brothers needs a place to stay after getting released from prison, allegedly for credit card fraud. He starts to overstay his welcome, and before long, he starts trying to push his beliefs on not only everybody in the dorm, but everybody on campus as well. So that's where I'm going to stop. If y'all want to go, give me a like, get out of here. But the people who want to know, we are at the spoiler part of the video. Spoilers. Jordan, the four main people in this dorm room, it's like a suite, they call it, with 4 rooms. We got Jordan, the main character, Vanessa, Lauren, and Cammie. Vanessa is the older one of the bunch. She is kind of like the mother. She makes sure everybody's okay. Jordan's parents did not want Jordan to go to, the name of the college was Fraser. I don't know if that's a real college or not. I'm going to do my research during the editing process. But she went to a college called Fraser in DC. She's from a town in Connecticut. She was raised in an all-white, predominantly white high school. She was the only black person there. Her parents wanted her to go to Yale. She didn't want to go to Yale. She wanted to go to Fraser. Parents did not want any parts of it, but they respected their daughter's wishes. Only thing they paid for was tuition, room and board, books, and like a little spending money, but nothing more because they didn't want to be those parents. Their parents are lawyers. They got that bread. She had a brother. He ended up taking his life at Fraser. That's another reason why she wanted to go to Fraser, because she felt like her brother wanted her to go to an HBCU like he did. So she felt like that's what he wanted her to do. She starts making friends. They start hanging out, going out. And during this time, there was a thing going on to where a unarmed black man was killed by a police officer. And now all of DC is in an uproar. And they kind of have a curfew at the moment. Nobody's supposed to go out. Once you're in, stay in. But Vanessa was like, hey, let's go to this party. They having a good time, and out of nowhere, police come in, bust in with what's it called, mustard gas and Mason folks and things like that. And this was around the time that Devontae was introduced. Vanessa asked the girls, hey, my brother just got out of jail. He ain't got nowhere to go. Can he stay with us? All the girls said, cool, whatever, fine. He sleeps on the couch. The night that the girls went to the club and got maced and all that, he popped out of nowhere like a magician, like Houdini, and scooped all the girls up and took them to safety, and they thanked him for that. Devontae at first was not a problem. He was just, he would cook, clean, keep the suite tidy just for showing appreciation for the girls letting him stay with them. There is one outlier on campus. His name is Nick. He is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white boy in a frat, and it's implied that he's a Kappa. I think it's Kappa Psi or something like that, but he's wearing the red and cream, and everybody's like, yeah, he's been that for a little minute. And long story short, Nick is an outlier. Jordan kind of zones in on Nick like, okay, I see you, Nick. As time goes on, Jordan and the girls are becoming closer, and now Devontae is starting to implement his plan. Vanessa told the girls that before Devontae went to jail, he was really famous in the music industry. He was helping famous artists write lyrics like Jay-Z, Kanye, Nas, whoever you could think of, he did music. Like, he did music for them. He was either a producer, a writer, inspiration, something in the music industry. And he also traveled the world. So as time goes on, Devontae is just spewing his rhetoric and giving his opinions on things in the world, like, black on black crime and police brutality, and we're always going to be behind the white people and all these things. And it was slow at first. It was kind of like he was dipping his toe in, trying to see what he could get away with. And it went from that to nobody in the room, nobody can eat pork, drink this tea. It was one night he had the girls drink a tea. It was a detox. All the girls were lucid. It was something in that tea that made them hallucinate. It was kind of like, what's it called? Oh my God, I can't think of the word. I'm going to put it on the screen. But it's like a hallucinogen. Hallucinogen. Y'all know what I mean. Please, excuse me. So the girls are crazy. They end up falling asleep, waking up the next morning like everything was cool, and Devontae acted like everything was cool. That's how I knew that man was crazy. Mind you, these is all freshmen, or so we think. These are all freshmen. So as the time goes on, he starts to play with the girls' heads. He starts to invite other people on campus to come in on his meetings. He's starting to do meetings. It's a whole thing. Everybody's believing every word he's saying. Now he decides to disclose that he is Muslim. So he don't believe in the white man's medicine. The white man's this. The white man's that. The white man trying to keep us down. The white man got the foot on our necks and all these things. And I'm like, brother, this guy stinks. And I was just like, what's next? He's going to make bean pies? Like, I'm not knocking the Islamic religion. But when you're trying to stuff it in my eyeballs, I don't want it. Because don't push it on me. Don't make me do these things because you do them. We're not doing that because you can really get out. I don't know why these girls did not kick him out. It was because he's Vanessa's brother. They wanted to keep him because where is he going to go? Mind you, he done told the girls, oh, I have an apartment. I have somewhere to go. I have money. What? Didn't go. Use that money to get out of here. Nick starts to feel like something is going on and he keeps an eye on Jordan. Jordan ends up joining a organization on campus that helps with like homecoming and activities around the school, basically. Devontae don't want the girls going to school no more. Devontae does not want the girls going to extracurricular activities. Nothing like that. Mind you, they're staying on campus. How do you not want the girls to do something that they are actually paying their money for or somebody's paying for them to actually do? So Devontae has now set a curfew. The girls can't eat pork. The girls got to drink tea twice a day, which counts as their meals, so they can only eat once a day. One of the girls, Lauren, is diabetic. And she was already irresponsible with her health anyway. Now this man talking about she don't need her insulin. The tea is going to be the medicine. The insulin is actually killing her. Once he started playing with Lauren's insulin, I was like, forget this guy. Then we got Cammy. Cammy is the church-going virgin. She has a boyfriend of 6 years. They've never done anything. They're waiting for marriage. And now all of a sudden, Devontae all up in that. Devontae's all up in that. And it's more so because these girls, he done got into these girls' brains that they don't know what it is and what it ain't. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking like if I was that age, maybe I would have thought that way too, but not to that point. Like I'm not finna do all this. And here is where he introduces emancipation, which is a piece of land he done bought out in Virginia that all he needs is a little seed money to get everything going. He done racked up over $50,000 from opening credit cards and having the girls and the other people he done rounded up to get money from their family members. Mind you, these are freshmen. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no money. He done took out credit cards and these women's names, these people's names, done pulled them from school, getting them to do all these things. My blood pressure was raising the more I read it. I just wanted to get it over with because I was like, man, Devontae better get his just due, please. So we get done with that. Devontae has his eye on Jordan for the most part, and Jordan's like, ew. At first, she was loving it. She was tall, dark skin, locks, white teeth, muscular, just I could see him in my head. I can put him on the side of the screen. I'm gonna tell you exactly who I think he looked like in my head. I'm gonna show you to him. But it was just getting to the point. I'm like, I don't like him no more. I don't like Mr. Farrakhan no more. It is what it is. I'm surprised he didn't have the girls reading from the Quran. I didn't read that. I didn't read it. But I can probably guarantee you they slipped up and read the Quran a time or two, because pushing your beliefs on other people disgusts me. Because don't make their choice for them. You let them do what they want to do. You give them the information and let them do with it what they want to do. Don't push it on them. Jordan ends up breaking one of the rules, being by 8. He makes the other girls punish Jordan by holding her arms stationary, and one of the girls punches her in the stomach. Before they could get too deep into the punching, Nick comes in, grabs her, takes her to his frat house. She stays for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks. And then after a while, she has to leave because there's a rumor going around that she's cheating on him. They're fake girlfriend, boyfriend at this point. Because in order for her to stay past a couple of days, they have to be in a relationship. So Nick fakes them being a girlfriend, boyfriend. But then she ends up getting kicked out because there's a rumor going around she's cheating on him. He ends up taking her home for Thanksgiving. She finds out he is a spoiled rich boy whose parents did not really take care of him because they had him very, very late in life. So he had a nanny who end up being like his second mom. So he grew up around a lot of black people, so he knows a lot of black slang. And that's why he wanted to go to Fraser, because he's comfortable there. You see what I'm saying? And then she asked, why haven't you had a girlfriend? He was like, because the last girlfriend I had, something happened to her, and I don't want that to happen to you. They're starting to like each other. Devontae don't like that Jordan is with the white boy, and he's like, We're not gonna have that. So he says he didn't have anything to do with it, but Jordan ends up getting jumped at one of her organizations fundraisers or something. She ends up getting beat up real bad. Her hair cut. Mind you, she prided herself on having long, straight hair because her parents did not want her to be black. She wanted her hair straight, like no hoop earrings, no long nails, none of that. No wigs, braids, nothing. Straight bone, straight hair. That's what it was. We get to the part where the girls are turning on Jordan because Jordan is seeing through Devontae's bull. One of the girls comes up missing, Cammy, the one who was, the church going girl who Devontae took advantage of. I'm going to say he took advantage of her. I don't care. And she's missing for a while. Cammy's sister gets involved. She ends up calling the police, like, where's my sister? I'm not playing with y'all. Devontae leaves because he know he finna get in trouble if anything like this is finna go down. He don't want to be no parts of it. The girls are like, don't get Devontae in trouble. They started calling him my lord. Who's lord? Who's lord? Oh, okay. Long story short, Devontae and Vanessa were not brother and sister. They were boyfriend and girlfriend, and they've been doing it. They've been pulling this thing for years, getting as much money as they can up out of these college kids to go to Emancipation, which is a made up place. And plot twist, Jordan was looking for Vanessa all the while because she knew her brother didn't just kill himself off the strength. Something happened at that school, and he found out that Vanessa and her brother Kevin were together. Vanessa broke his heart. He ended his life. Now Jordan's like, I'm finna find the wench that made my brother kill himself. She ends up poisoning the tea that Vanessa drank, and I don't know if she dies. I don't know. I don't know what happened to that girl. We don't know what happened to Cammy. Cammy was still missing at the end of the book. Devontae done fled to California trying to get his way to Mexico because he's trying to pull it on somebody else. And Lauren, hopefully her health gets better because, like I said, she's a diabetic. Hopefully Lauren's health got better. And Jordan is now dating Nick for real now, and they're still on campus. She should have left, but she was like, this is the only place where I feel safe. Her family finally eases up because they were mad at her for not wanting to go to Yale, but now they realize all the things that have been going on. They could have lost another child, so they're kind of like not going to be so hard on her anymore. The whole thing was a whole bunch of mess. I had to keep reminding myself, these are freshmen in college. This is a grown man. They never tell him his age, but I'm giving late 20s, early 30s. Old enough to know how to pull this on kids. But nevertheless, Tiffany, keep doing your thing, girl. Just know I'm getting that other book. I don't know I'm getting another one, and we're gonna do another one. We're gonna run it back. This is gonna be a Tiffany Jackson series. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. But other than that, that's the breakdown of The Scammer. And now I know why I was called The Scammer, because baby, please. But without further ado, that's it, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. Because I know y'all want to support your girl. And like I always say, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.